Good morning, morning.
Welcome back, viewers, to our last segment on Youth Wednesdays on Tobago Updates. Now, my background has changed, I know, not for the better or the worse, but just a little branch of where we were. I know we were in front of the Isle of Tobago sign. Now we are simply in one of the booths that is around the Isle of Tobago sign. This morning I'm joined with Mr. Leo Grant, the procurement officer here at the Esplanade on Milford Road in Scarborough at the Calypso Boulevard. I know that's a very long title, but you know where it is. You can't miss it once you pass through Scarborough. And of course, we are also joined with Miss Shaunnuque Bbcchus. She is the store manager of where we are today, and that is Biashara. Now we're going to get directly into Biashara and what Biashara is, or who Biashara is. Right, so my first question to Mr. Grant, what is Biashara and what are the goals of Biashara? How did Biashara come about?
All right, so I just want to say good morning to everyone. All right, so again, I'm Leo Grant. I'm one of the procurement officers here at the Milford Road Esplanade. Now, Biashara means merchandise in Swahili, all right? And the chairman of the Esplanade, that is Mr. McKenna, I think you would have spoken to him earlier, he had a vision, and I would say that he's mandated to make this Esplanade one of the main hubs of Tobago, right, in terms of commerce. Now, he would have put out to the board and members of the administrative company to find a name that can relate to what he wanted to have in terms of the store. And after putting it out, I would have come up with the name Biashara. After looking it up, right, understanding it meant merch. And I was also tasked with bringing the store together. As you see, the shelving, and it was supposed to be something that was natural, right, and also represented our culture well. Right.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, so I think they did a very good job of displaying brands, etc., etc. What are some of the goals and objectives of Biashara? I know that, well, of course, we had a conversation earlier, and you would have shared with me some of what you have to offer the public. So what are some of the goals and the objectives of Biashara?
Right, well, right now we are launching, for example, the Bagel Nation brand, right? Now, that is the in-house brand of Biashara itself. But we see them as campaigns. So after that particular campaign is over, what we intend to do is make Biashara a launching pad for vendors here in Tobago. So they will be able to come up with their concepts, and they will be able to have their brand launched not just in Tobago, but make it an international thing. Because we are located right next to the port, if people don't know. And as tourists come off the boat, the Esplanade is the first place that they come to, right? And this store is right at the end, the closest point of the port. So as they come into the store, they are able to interact with the vendors through their brands. And it's easy to see where you might find something. If I could highlight this scissor stick keychain, you know, something so unique, so that when they see it, they could go back to wherever they come from, and they will share that information. And before you know it, some of our vendors could have their brands in the UK or other parts of the world.
So you're saying that if I have a business, and it is, of course, Tobago-based because I am Tobagonian,
right,
and I want tourists to see my product first before they get into the actual Tobago space, off of the Esplanade, I can bring my product here, and you all would brand it for me. Well, I bring my brand and you all advertise it for me within store.
That is essentially what I'm saying. And you see, Biashara is not just a place where we exchange money, but also the culture and ideas, because you come with your ideas, we share our ideas with you, and see how best we can make everything come together into a beautiful packaging.
All right, that sounds very good. Now, I know, Shaunnuque, you all are probably looking at Shaunnuque and saying, you know, who is this lovely young lady standing next to Mr. Grant? Now, Shaunnuque is the store manager and she is the face of Biashara here at the Esplanade. Alright, so Shaunnuque will take me through a few of the items that you all have here to offer from different brands across Tobago. Now, Mr. Grant highlighted the swizzle stick keychain, and I'm seeing a cutlass keychain and a cutlass. You know, that is a lot of Tobago stuff. Is that a what did he call it? What type of board?
A joking board.
A joking board.
Yes.
I mean, you can't actually wash your clothes on it, but you have a piece of Tobago with you because that's a part of our culture. Another thing that we can look at as well is the makeup section in that corner that a lot of women, of course, would be very much interested in. So we'll just walk and go over there, and she'll just take me through who this brand is and what they have to offer.
So we have over here Tobago Cosmetics. Tobago Cosmetics was founded by Miss Donnell Smith, and it basically features Tobago on a whole. So we have here her mink 3D faux lashes, which are named after places in Tobago such as Charlottesville, Buku, Castara.
I think
we also have these ones which are named after the birds that we have. Her pan stick brush set, her lash glue. Oh, my favorite, the black cake palette. You need to see this one, Natty. Yes. So in it, you see some of the things, the ingredients.
Browning, currant, cinnamon, cherry brandy, mixed peel, prune, sugar. I mean, if you are looking for something from Tobago, please visit this store just to see Tobago Cosmetics. All right. So what else do we have?
We also have her setting powders named after some of our spices like clove, ginger, nutmeg, cinnamon, and we also have her 50% and 75% highlight and contour palette. I'll just show you what the 50% contour palette looks like.
Okay. All right. So this is what Tobago Cosmetics has to offer. We'll now move over. I mean, we had this young lady, so we'll just move over one time. We had this young lady come to Tobago Updates Youth Wednesdays morning show at a point in time, and she told us that we have a lot of seaweed coming to our shores, but we can do something with that seaweed. So what do we have here from that lovely young lady who brought us earlier?
This is Spargasm. Spargasm has her seaweed soap, as well as she has male and female body oil, and she also has Grow, Glow and Bloom bed oil for men. If you look at this one, you will see turmeric, which is good for like inflammation, and it helps to hydrate, repair and restore your skin, which is important.
Very much important. And underneath Spargasm we have
so as Mr. Grant would have mentioned, we have our Bago Nation brand. So we have here our Bago Nation hoodie.
I must get
looking for something to snatch afterward.
And then we also have our carnival tees, which would have launched for our 2024 carnival.
Right. So we have carnival tees. I'm seeing the hoodie. I'm seeing a bag.
Yes, we have all.
So is it that you're making a shopping list with those things in your hand for me? I'll take them afterward.
Oh, of course.
And yes, so we have the bag, we have the tees.
Yes, and we have these tie-dye shirts and tops for men and women from Metamorphosis, which is another local business featured at Biashara.
Right. And then we have some soaps, we have some more scents, we have the keychains, of course, that we had featured earlier. Now we are a little pressed for time, so thank you so much, Shaunnuque, for showing us some of what we can expect here. I'm not going to end it here. I'm going to leave it to you to visit Biashara on the Esplanade on Calypso Boulevard, right? Calypso Rose Boulevard.
Yes.
Correction from the procurement officer.
No problem at all.
All right, I'm leaving it to you, the public, to come and visit Biashara if it is that you have specific brands, things that you want to advertise. Biashara is here to meet those needs. So before I leave, I just want to let you know that, I mean, we have more than one tenant here at the Esplanade, and we're about to see Miss Annie's Sweet Hand this morning, all right? So I leave Biashara and I head over to Annie's Sweet Hand, where we learn more of what she has in store. Thank you so much, Shaunnuque and Leo, for taking me through.
Not a problem.
Viewers, I invite you to share the live, share the live, share the live. We'll be right back.
Good morning, good morning. Annie's Sweet Hand. Well, I prepare lovely Creole dishes, a variety of dishes. I always love cooking. I have a passion for cooking. Yes, I started at restaurants, at hotels, and I always say one day I want to have my own food business, and I have achieved that goal. Well, you got to serve people. I love dealing with people. I love giving them beautiful service. And it's a pleasure to hear persons come back and say after they have had your meal, it was delicious. I enjoyed it. And to see them return again makes me have joy. All of them are favorite, you know. Believe me, all of them are favorite. But what I love most, oxtail. Oxtail and rabbit. To hear my customer says, I'm coming Friday to get that oxtail and that rabbit. Favorite. And pilau as well. They love my pilau. So from Monday to Thursday, I prepare, always have those 3 meals. Dolphin, or it all depends whatever fish I have, that is what I do, but it always is cooked in a coconut Creole sauce. Then I have stewed chicken, then you have stewed curry pork, and then it goes along with your choices of starches, macaroni pie, dumplings, provision, some sort of peas, whether lentil, red bean, pigeon peas, and then you have your salads to make it a balanced, healthy meal, which is coleslaw or fresh salad. And you have pilau, one of the most favorite local dishes here in Tobago, made with my real coconut juice. Beautiful. So on Fridays and Saturdays, you can have, let's say, maybe whatever fish again in the coconut sauce, then you have stew rabbit, you have curry goat, you have stew oxtail, one of the customers' favorite meal at oxtail. They say they love it. And the way I've done it soft, it's always soft where they can eat it and enjoy it. And then it goes along with the same starches, macaroni pie, provision, dumpling. You have stewed pigeon peas Friday and Saturday as well, along with callaloo. A variety of choices for my customers. My mom. Kudos to my mom. And growing up, at an early age, well, I was the only girl. I'm the only girl with along 4 boys. So she taught me to cook for the family. So sometimes I can't reach up to the stove, but she will put a little blocks and I will stand on it. And she taught me how to cook these different beautiful dishes. Well, about 15 to 16 years. But on the Esplanade, I've been here about 10 years. It's beautiful. That's why I'm here this long. If I wasn't enjoying, I've been gone already. But it's beautiful being on the Esplanade, meeting variety of different persons. Sometimes the tourist ships comes in, you meet a little tourist. They may not support 100, but they still support in some way or the other. Yeah, makes me feel good. It hasn't done anything to the traffic. My business is doing well thus far. It hasn't done any harm to me at all. I will continue to cook for as long as I can until my breath leaves me. Fridays and on Saturdays.
That's because you have that variety there.
That variety there, and the people come to get the variety. Yeah. I have a beautiful relationship with all my tenants. Yeah, we communicate well. Yeah, we work together well. Yeah, so it's a good one. It's a good one. Of course, definitely a good place for them to stop by and see what's happening. And we just to get a little more entertainment, you know, to let the flow come even more. The flow is there, but we get a little more entertainment, the flow would be even more. And then coming to see Annie's Sweet Hand, be at her booth, see what she has to offer, make it even better. Yes. Thank you all for having me as well. Have a beautiful day.